Alright, I think I'm live now. So, the hard part is getting the audio set up in the ears because you can hear yourself sometimes, but sometimes you can't. Anyways, let's do a reset, and then I do want to talk about some of the really nice Sephora sampler sets that they have on. I don't want to leave those go unnoticed. From what I've seen, they have some really awesome picks. So, I don't get paid. I'm not an affiliate from Sephora. But some things just I do want to share because they make just sense if you're shopping for fragrances. One of them is the cologne sampler set. Look for the one with Tom Ford. That's the one that you can get an $165 fragrance for, I think, 75 bucks if you redeem that coupon towards it. Obviously, if you don't like it, then it doesn't really matter. This would make a great stocking stuffer. YSL Libre, and then what is this? Black Opium. Looks like this is a really great value. What's another stocking stuffer for somebody you really like, or a couple of people? Most complimented fragrances for me, it's been Roja Parfums Elysium, and then also Mont Blanc Explorer. I mean, Dior Sauvage is a compliment getter, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to pick, I would still go with the original EDT. Hey, over on the Twitch chat asking about Molten Brown. Molten Brown is great. I would just say they don't last long, but they last a fair amount for the price point. Shopping, Replica 39. I think this used to be in the 40s. This is another great play. Mini sampler, another great one. Like, you can't go wrong with a lot of these mini samplers. The ones that I probably wouldn't go with are the ones that are just like 50 bucks for like the Flower Bomb Trio. That's nice, but I just think the original is the way to go, or the original or Nectar, and just paying that much for it. Okay, it's going to rating fragrances. So Carpet DM Steven, hopefully that answers your question. Mont Blanc Legend, Mont Blanc Explorer, really great easy freshies. Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. A big theme on fragrances that get a ton of compliments is ambroxan. Let me screw this up. So a big theme is ambroxan, and then ISOE Super, something that's woody and clean but gives it a nice velvety feel. So a lot of the ones that are going to be common favorite compliment factor fragrances, even Dior Sauvage, is going to be ambroxan. Going to be that like synthetic but still unique aura of like a white musk or a white amber. By the way, if you enjoy this type of TikTok live content, be sure to like and follow. Okay, next question. Most complimented ever. Like, if I had to pick on here the most complimented ever, I would say Commodities Book. That's the one that I say has the most upside potential. Commodities Book. I'm positive I have it on here somewhere. Commodities Book. I don't see it, but I'm just going to put paper on here for the short term. Commodities Book. Bleu de Chanel's nice. Really nice. I don't want to undersell it. It's like an amazing classic fragrance, but there's so many variations. You don't know what to pick. I will just say, if you want your classic blue modern fragrance that's fresh, Parfum. YSLY EDP, great scent, A+. Cheap, long-lasting fragrance. Go for Lattafa. Lattafa has some really budget-friendly. Or what else? Go to Rouge 540. There's a method to it. Molten Brown, I'd say, is underrated, but they don't have like a lot of standouts. It's like the scent profiles are sometimes more mature, and so they're probably going to sit better with like an older, like business class, people who've already had like a real staple in the industry for what people like. So I would say they are appropriately rated. The other ones that are budget friendly is Al Haramain. $15. If you just have $15, I would check out The Gap. The Gap has some fragrances. Also, Bath and Body Works has perfumes. Spice Bomb Night Vision. That is a great fragrance. I would put it in A tier. Wow, if you're asking for Harrod, great fragrance. It is not a safe blind buy. So Parfums de Marly Harrod, tobacco and vanilla. Like those are tobacco and spice. I mean, great for the cooler seasons. Very sharp. Thank you so much for the follow. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to like and share this TikTok live. A question that came up is, do Byredo fragrances have a decent longevity? They do, and they're decently unique. So the price point's still hard to justify, but like they're elevated luxury. It's more than anything that's marketing. Much appreciated on that love, fam. The Black Coach one. This one I would say is B tier. I would say it's really good, aromatic. It's a good cologne. Actually, I might put it higher. I would say B plus, just to be safe, as a starting point. We're gonna be picky, you know. It's the holidays. Miss Dior EDT. I don't think I have a photo of it, but let's just pull it up. They say this wasn't reformulated, at least the Parfum version, the 2021 version. So if you're looking for something that's classic, a rose citrus, this is really nice. I would put this in like an A- tier. A lot more people are shopping for the darker colored one. The one that usually has like a Natalie Portman as a spokesperson, which is going to be the Parfum. Oh, unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of YSL Coureuse. It is probably a bit too animalic for me. Well, travel size, La Vie est Belle. Have I smelled Mojave Ghost? Because sometimes I get it confused with Blanche. If I think it's the right one, I may have a review for it. Yeah, I have a review for Mojave Ghost on one of my older TikToks. Yep. How would I describe this one? You could go look at my older TikTok on my review for it. I had a sample for Mojave Ghost. It is powdery, clean, and fresh, lightly floral. It reminds me a little bit of like that personality of Another 13, like synthetic, but more forward with florals. All right. JHAG. Okay, if you're looking for a great deal, I'm sure you will find a JHAG sampler set because there's so many different JHAGs. Sampler set. But I'll tell you my favorite. My favorite is the original JHAG. What's the price on this? And is it worth it? The price on this, 28 bucks. It's a really good deal. Yeah, you're not gonna like all of them. So, I mean, this is just gonna be for your exploratory phase. So, okay, the original, not a perfume, and then and then Pear Ink. Those are gonna be some of your favorite ones. Acqua di Gio EDP or Ultramel Intense. I would go. If you already have an everyday, if you don't have an everyday scent, I would go Acqua di Gio EDP. If you already have an everyday go-to fragrance, then I would say get Ultramel as your sweet night out. Hermes H24 I really enjoy, so it may not even be here. So this is kind of the play on the aromatic, a little bit more into the synthetic. I like the synthetic type of smells. It's very unique. Not everybody's going to like it, so try this one, and then there's also a Parfum version. Give that one a try as well. I like it. I would put it in A tier. Classic, timeless, fresh. I would get Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. Flower Bomb, such a classic scent. You know, I mentioned it briefly on one of my last TikToks, but Flower Bomb took 3 years to make and formulate. A very classic and iconic fragrance. Paco Rabanne 1 million. I would put it in C tier. Like it's past its prime. The flankers have probably outshined it in a lot of ways. You're looking for Phantom. Someone says Phantom. We'll pull Phantom. It would be C plus or B minus. It's not bad. It's got a lot of science behind it, a lot of consumer testing. So if you didn't know, Paco Rabanne's Phantom was tested with a lot of consumers to say, okay, men from the ages of 20 to 35 tested that this fragrance makes them feel energetic, exciting, passionate. So yes, if you like that kind of stuff, and I have a bottle of it, but I don't use it that often. I haven't tried Penhaligon's that much, so I would have to just divert to Armani Privé if I had to pick between Penhaligon's and Armani Privé. Bourbon from Bath and Body Works, a great just grab. Like if you want to say like I don't want to pay Dolce & Gabbana Eau de Parfum, get bourbon from Bath and Body Works. Baccarat Rouge 540, I would put it in A plus tier. Somebody asked me on Twitch, it was YSLY EDP versus La Nuit de l'Homme EDT. I would go YSLY. Oh man. Oh man, Jazz Club. Jazz Club is so good. Jazz Club is so good. Let's say that this one's Jazz Club. Let's just say that this one in S tier is Jazz Club. This is going to be the fragrance that sells out. I don't want to say first, but it's going to be one of the most common sellouts in Sephora. It will be Jazz Club. Sweet, boozy, vanilla. Like undertones of spices. It plays the part really well. Thank you so much for the rose. Much appreciated. Givenchy. All right. So this one I have not tried. Why Florals Sweet. Why haven't I tried it? Is an older release? It is an older release, but Dominic Ropion, he's a perfumer. He's done a lot of awesome releases. I think he's done really well on some freshies. So one of the ones I have from him is a fragrance called Good Morning. Get it for $52. So even though I haven't tried it, let's just put it under A tier. Givenchy Amarige, I believe. You could probably still get it secondhand. Have I smelled any Stephanie Humbert Lucas colognes? I have. So there was a viral TikTok that talked about how one of Stephanie Humbert Lucas's fragrances smelled like ink. I purchased it, and it probably wasn't the best first step into that collection. It smelled very earthy, clayish, definitely inky. But so it was just my first one. It was only, I forgot what the name of it was, but I have. I haven't sampled anything from Spirit of Dubai. Let's go to Burberry Her. I definitely have that one on here. Burberry Her is good. Like, it is so solid. I'm going to put this in A tier. I usually put it in B, but there are some really amazing sampler sets for it. So you can get a mini and a travel size of Burberry Her for I think like under $30. Sauvage, I would put it in A tier. Like, I won't say that out loud. Just kidding. Okay. I will tell you my favorites. I won't rank them that high. I will say overused, overpriced. Could you get compliments wearing Sauvage? You can. It is like a very strong ambroxan fragrance, and a lot of the most complimented fragrances typically have ambroxan. Okay. I would say instead of going to Sauvage, I would recommend Commodities Book. Otherwise, here's the other ones I would put it in. Eau de Toilette's my favorite. from Sauvage, and then Elixir. High A's. Chanel Blue versus Sauvage. Ooh, I would go Chanel Blue Eau de Parfum. Acqua di Gio, I like. A tier. Not the original one. I really like the flankers more. YSL Manifesto. The chat goes so fast. By the way, if you're liking this type of content, be sure to like, follow, and share the TikTok live. Okay, this is Manifesto by YSL. Vanilla, woody. Haven't smelled it, but it was recommended by a gifter to look at and bring up. A $55 fragrance, vanilla. Really good price point. Older release, you probably can't find this very much, I don't think, in retailers. You might have to go to secondhand to like a fragrance net. Oh my goodness, some places are selling it for $200. Might be like a cult classic, so we'll just toss it in A tier. Do I have Bleu de Chanel or Dior Sauvage Parfum? Oh, it says I meant I have it. Oh, okay, cool. Recently bought Grand Soir. Thoughts? I think it's awesome. Great pick. I mean, that's a heavy hitter. Let's pull it up. Maison Francis Kurkdjian has some amazing collections. Like Baccarat Rouge 540 outshines some of the other ones. Grand Soir is one that I would say is right up there behind it. Like 5,000 votes, 4.31. That's not often on Fragrantica. That is not often. So, yeah. Euphoria, Calvin Klein. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Kayali, invite only. I really like it. I don't know if it's still my top 3. I want to say it's still my top 3 on Kayali. And Kayali, invite only. Definitely. Top 3. I would put that in A tier. Y'all remember this classic? Euphoria, Calvin Klein, originally released in 2005. Some of us graduated in 2005. I'm not going to name names. Hey, I'm not going to name names. Might have been me. Woody Floral, we'd put this in A tier. Maybe A+, because you get it at such a great rate. I've seen it at $20 on here. Yo, thank you so much for that follow. Mont Blanc Legend, A tier. Do you like Burberry Hero? I like Burberry Hero-ish. I would put it in B tier. Burberry Hero Parfum. Like that sweet vanilla backbone, which is the deeper, richer woods. That's the one where I would say that would be closer to A+. Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. So this is the one I would consider before the original. The original one just smells like, you know, fancy pencil shavings. Classic gentleman, but yeah. Issey Miyake makes some great scents, great fragrances, and for a great value too. So if you love a spicy, no, this is not very spicy. This is more aromatic. So citrus, cologne. Where would I put this? I would put this in A+, but it is a 94 release. So if you're going to buy a fragrance from it, it may not have the same lasting power. And citruses themselves don't last very long. So if I just said scent alone, A. Performance, price, factored, I'd put it in B++. Oud colognes I really like. I just tested this one. Infinite Oud. Okay, it's not on here. House of Bow, Infinite Oud. Oh boy, that is a very potent oud fragrance, and it's very like smooth, not too animalic. So if you like oud wood, I would check out Infinite Oud by House of Bow. Yeah, it's not on here. Yeah, they only have 3 fragrances on here that I've seen, but they have more. It would say Infinite Oud. Leighton, I really like. That one's going to be an S tier. Dahlia Divin Givenchy. Do I know that one? I have not tried it. When was it released? 2014, not too long ago. All right. So I haven't tried it. Woody, white floral, sweet, patchouli. I bet you it looks like something, it smells like something else. Perfume reminds me of, it's like a Miss Dior 2012. Okay, it looks like it's still standalone. Like, not very many fragrances that are like it. All right, haven't tried it, so just to be fair, I'm just gonna toss it as a placeholder in B+. We put this one here. Somebody asked about Azzaro Wanted, so I'm gonna put that one up if I could find the bottle somewhere. Then I'm gonna launch this fragrance. Of course, it's my own. And by the way, if you want to find out about when my fragrance is launching, softyes.co is the website to sign up for that product launch update. Softyes.co. Dior Homme Parfum, great fragrance. I would push it in A++. Pretty much S tier. Halloween Man X. I saw a photo of it on here. Why does this happen every time? Oh, there it is. Halloween Man X. It would be a low ranking A. So here's why. The coffee note and the vanilla are extremely strong, which is great. But the coffee note does tend to go bitter, especially close to the skin. Some people might say, it's skin chemistry. I don't know. I think that it's a very bitter coffee note. So potent if you're a young guy and you want something that's coffee and vanilla, a bit more of a wintertime fragrance. I think this is a really good buy, unless you're like constantly in type of physical activity like sports. Then I would say get something else that's more of a fresher fragrance. But like, can anyone rock Dior Homme Parfum? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whenever I was like 16 or 17, I was wearing Gucci Pour Homme, which is like all the ads for that fragrance. Whenever I was 16, I was looking at it, it was like men in their 40s and 50s. So yeah, anybody can rock it. Megan. All right. Megan says Luminaire Intensa by Vince Camuto. You know what? I haven't tried this one, but let's give it some attention. Vince Camuto doing fruity florals. A 2021 release. Awesome notes. I mean, I haven't tried this one. Musk, vanilla, amber floral. When this past year. Interesting. Some of these notes on here remind me of some of the releases like Dolly Parton, Sent From Above. Perfume reminds me of some of these I have not tried. Awesome. Thank you, Megan. Giving it some attention. If I had to put it on a placeholder, we'll just say A. Millésime Impérial. So if you're putting this in somebody's stocking stuffer, you are a great friend. or you're sending the right signals, because this is one of Creed's best stuff. I like Virgin Island water. Obviously, Aventus is good, but there are so many fragrances that smell like it, so you probably don't even have to go to Creed for that one anymore. And then Irish Tweed, green Irish Tweed. So this is really good. I would put it in S tier. A Rose Flame, A minus. Great fragrance. Giorgio Armani Mania. Was it this one that you're looking for? Citrus, woody. Yeah, I would put this one in A plus. A. Why are these being resold for $300? Oh my gosh. Armani Mania being resold for $300, that's why. It's probably discontinued and it has like a cult classic attention to it. Alright, so there you go. If you own a bottle, you could probably resell it for 10 times its value. So you can get it, but you just have to pay a lot for it. Okay, somebody asked me YSLY EDP versus Bleu de Chanel EDP. I would go Bleu de Chanel EDP. Thank you so much for the live follows. By the way, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to give me a like, follow, and share the TikTok live. And I'm leaving a link on, do I have it right? No, you point down. There is a link right there that talks about my upcoming fragrance launch, so be sure to sign up for the upcoming release. Looking at possibly January? No commitments, you just say, yeah, let me know whenever you launch your fragrance. I know it's a limited release. Get me up to date. Okay, which ones did I miss? Cremo Black Spice, A tier. Doesn't last long, but it lasts like an amazing amount for the price point. Cremo Black Spice. Spice and Black Vanilla. I always get that name mixed up. Yes. So good. We put it A tier. Voce Viva. I wonder if it's even on Sephora's website. What do they sell this for nowadays? So 3.4 ounce. Most people might get the 50 milliliter. 115. Okay, not crazy. Not crazy. I would say A minus. Yeah. This is really good. If I had to go a different direction with it, what would I pick or what would I recommend? Do any of the ones that it smells similar to? YSL Lieb I would probably prefer over it, but this is still good. Like, it doesn't get too dark into vanilla. It's just like an everyday fragrance. Vanilla Wood 7 Virtues I really like. That usually gets into my S tier, especially for the price point. Dior Fahrenheit, I haven't sampled in a while, and I did hear that it was reformulated so it wasn't so animalic. So, Sweet Diamond, Pink Pepper, Becchiale. You know, just because it's in my top 5 for Kayali doesn't mean it's bad. I really like it. You have to enjoy a peppery, spicy rose. I would put this in an A tier. Long-lasting power for this one. I sampled it, and it still leaves like a scent in the room, like even after 24 hours. Santal 33 would be S tier. Like, it is unmatched in performance, sillage. It is really good. I would put it in S tier. And if you want an alternative that's affordable, check out Commodities Book. That might even be in Sephora. Yeah. Commodities Book. If you're looking for a Santal 33 alternative, although like super secret, super secret, I'm not telling y'all, I'm just giving y'all a heads up. There might be a super special deal from Commodity coming down the road. I don't know what the details are. Actually, I do, but I can't say. Um, so you might have a really good deal for this. Dahir, thank you so much for your patience. Polo Ralph Lauren Red. Let me pull that up for you. Post haste. Polo Ralph Lauren Red. 2013 release. I think some of my family members used to wear this. It's really good. I mean, I would put it in B+. If you're looking for other fruity forward fragrances, Mont Blanc Legend, and there might be some recommendations on here as well. Ferrari, Halloween Men X, and then there's that vanilla one from Versace Eros. Yeah, I would put this in like a high B+. A common theme, like if we go through the reviews for that fragrance, it'll probably just be longevity. Versace Pour Homme Dylan Blue. Dylan Blue B+, Pour Homme A-. I feel like a younger guy, this is just me making some assumptions, but hopefully you give me that type of safety net where I could make that. I feel like the scent profile for Dylan Blue may be more younger, and then Versace Pour Homme may be a bit older. And again, if you want to sign up for whenever I launch my fragrance, I am leaving the softyes.co website link. So all you have to do is sign up. I only have a limited round of the first launch. So whenever that goes live, I'm just going to say, fragrance is up. You can go and check it out. Shop, don't shop. But, man, at least be in the know when it releases. Yeah, if you're in high school and you're not sure what to get, I would go Dylan Blue. I would go Dylan Blue. Somebody asked for this a few times in the chat, so I'm just putting it up. Eric Butterball. Never smelled any of their fragrances, but Fragile Violet was a recommended one to feature. A 2015 launch, Alberto Morillas. All right, white tea. Oh my goodness. This is another fragrance being resold for $300. What? Why? Oh my goodness. This is another cult classic. 300. Sticker shock. Sticker shock. Dolce & Gabbana Garden. Coconut vanilla. This is good. But if I had to put another one around there, that's coconut vanilla. I would say, okay, I'll rate this one B++. I would say other two you should sample. Kayali Utopia. I believe it's called Utopia. Yeah, vanilla cocoa. Another one you should try is either of Alien Goddesses. This is Alien Goddess, but Alien Goddess Intense Parfum. That's a good one too. Have I tried any of the Tom Ford Ouds? Just Oud Wood. And I really liked it. So one thing I'll mention about Oud Wood is I smelled another fragrance that may have been a better price point and probably stronger. So if you enjoy Oud that doesn't go too animalic, that goes more leathery and smooth, House of Beau has one that just released. Prada Candy. You know, it's been around for a while, so more than likely if you buy a bottle online, it may not have its like super original projection power, but it's still classic. Prada Candy. It's that fragrance that's been around and dependable. Do I have an image of it? I'll put it in like C. Get a mini. I think the minis are fun, super budget friendly. Do they have it at Sephora? Prada Candy. This is a good stocking stuffer right here. $30. A little mini and a travel size. That's where, oh, no wonder. It's out of stock. Great. Great. Somebody asked for Colonia. Which one? Is it Aqua de Parma? Aqua de Parma. If it was this one, we'll put it in A. If it was this one, it's an A minus. Or if this one, this one I haven't tried, so I'm just gonna put it in B. Okay, awesome. Okay, I think I ranked it. I don't have much thoughts on it. I haven't the Aqua de Parma line. I have a couple of Scentbird vials for, and once it's not in an actual bottle, it's hard for me to like go back to it consistently because it just takes up less space, unfortunately. YSL, favorite YSL, Blue Electrique. I think it's discontinued though. Yeah, YSL Blue Electrique. Otherwise, YSL Eau de Parfum. Wait a second. La Nuit de l'Homme. Alien or Alien Goddess? I would go Alien Goddess. Thoughts on Narciso Rodriguez? They have some really great powdery ones. I would check out Musk Noir. Crystal Noir. Oh, this is A tier. Some people don't like it. So it's not a safe blind buy. Like it gets roasted pretty heavily on some channels. So like take my recommendation with a grain of salt. This might be in like A minus B plus territory, and it's also like what people pick up with their noses as well. Givenchy's, some of these were asked. Okay, this one, it's been waffling between A and B on this one for me. But what really changed my opinion is this. To me, this was described as, well, for one, great dry down. Let me give y'all a better picture. We'll go Rouge first. Dry down is amazing. The top notes smell a lot like warm wine, like warm spicy wine, but dry down's amazing. Maybe like B plus, A minus, and if you just go into the original one, I think I prefer that one more. If we go into the Parfum, yeah, it's beautiful. So this one would be A tier. Eros doesn't have like the same uniqueness as it used to. Like it's a vanilla powerhouse. It doesn't have the versatility. Eau de Parfum, I would probably put in A tier. Eau de Toilette, B tier. I think that's fair. I think most people would put it there. Other things I would consider is that mint and vanilla for Versace Eros is pretty taxing on the nose. Like I can only wear it for a few times in the week before my nose gets extremely nose fatigued. Hey Katya, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, reformulating, that's a bummer. YSLY EDP, I would go S tier. L'Inter di Rouge, I would put it in A. But if you haven't tried it, I would say sample it first and just keep that in mind that I feel like it does need a few wear tests because it does come across like a bit like warm wine, spicy wine first, but the dry down is really nice. All right, Coach Blue. Any holiday fragrance recommendations? Like right now, I feel like is the best time to get into discovery sets. So many great discovery sets. Kayali has a sampler set. 25 bucks. And the reason I say this right now is because they do run out and they do get sold out pretty quickly. Like by the time Black Friday happens, they'll be gone. Sephora Favorites sampler set, another great value. Hey, thank you so much, Katya. Megan asked, have I seen the new perfumes that Ariana Grande is launching? I did. I think, what would they be called? Mod Blush? I am curious on why they're shaped and looked so different. I'm guessing maybe they're going with a different fragrance manufacturer or different brand. But I did see them. I have not smelled the new Ariana Grande ones. I don't even know if they've been released yet. Maybe they have. Okay, the question is, where can you buy samples? Sephora. I mean, that's the most common one. Like if you want to go to a place that rebottles, you can go to Scentbird. I do have a code for Scentbird. My code's John. You just type in John and you get 55% off. Also, if you want to try places like the Perfumed Court, that place is going to give you samples. Decant Boutique, that's a Texas-based sampler site. Both of them have huge selections of samples. So if you just want like a 1 mil, Twisted Lily, I'm an affiliate as well. John 10 if you want to get 10% off any order, including samples. Nitty says, have I tried the new Armani Code? It's been a while since I tried Armani Code. So if it's been reformulated, I may not know. Okay, somebody says, do I know any animalic fragrances similar to Kuros? Not exactly, but if you like intense animalic, I would recommend Indonesian Oud. Xenia, this is expensive, so it's not cheap, but you can probably get a sample for it through another retailer. Yeah, it's not listed on here as animalic, but like it starts off animalic, but it dries down to like a beautiful fancy oud rose. 10% off, absolutely. At 55% off at what is it? Scentbird, using code John. Best Tom Ford's men's fragrance. Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille. I would go there. Or Oud Wood. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. Does that answer it? No. It's going to be a constant struggle to figure out my favorite one. Use your code for Scentbird already. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, I will take on maybe like a few more questions, and then I'll do like an intermission, and then we will call it a midnight break. What's the website I use for looking up colognes? I would say it is Fragrantica. It's a really great resource. Free, too. You do get more access if you register on their website. Do I think L'Inter di Givenchy can be used as unisex? Yeah, absolutely. So just any fragrance you enjoy, just explore it, test it. Sometimes it takes a few skin wears to really understand if you really like a fragrance. Oh, Britt says, Ariana Grande Cloud smells like alcohol on me. You are not alone. Like some people get Sweet Like Candy, the perfume from Ariana Grande, and say it smells like pickles. And so it's one of those like funny things that I think part of it is our noses don't all pick up the same molecules the same way. Yeah, but you're not alone. So I would say if you're buying it from like a direct source, like a Sephora, Ulta, or like a main retailer, yeah. I will say I wouldn't be surprised if there are more counterfeits in the place. But I mean, I don't think there's a much incentive for somebody to counterfeit a like a $35 fragrance right now. Just something to consider. Something to consider. First spray definitely smells synthetic. Any Chanel that are worth the price? What would be my favorite? If we're talking colognes, the Bleu de Chanel is good. I don't think so. Not coming to mind. Like the one that probably gets brought up a lot as like a favorite is Chance. Like it's 16,000 likes, like 5 stars. Latondra, but what other one from Chanel? That might be the one. Might be the one for like worth the price point. Oh, I haven't tried the new Kayali. Commodity milk or commodity gold? I would say milk. Let me remind myself what gold smells like. I think gold is the gourmand. Vanilla, amber. Oh, this is nice. Commodity gold. Hello. Commodity gold or commodity milk? I think commodity milk has the marshmallow-ish sweet side to it. Yes. Yeah, I would go commodity milk. I think that was my third favorite out of them. Prada Paradox, I have not tried. Or maybe I only sampled it in the store. I think that might have been it. Hey, chat. Hello. What does that say? Mr. Souffleurs ask feet cam. No way. No way. We're not doing feet cam. Santal 33 alternate. That would be Commodities book. The other thing I would say about Commodities book is that I would, or just commodity in general, they're probably going to have a sale in the next couple of days. I'll have a link in my bio for when that sale launches, so just keep in mind that they may have a holiday sale coming up. Fleur missing person, also sometimes considered missing scents because some people can and some people can't smell the fragrance. I really like the body wash. Body wash lasts, smells great. Lotion as well. So I would say Fleur Missing Person B. It's a really good scent. Amazing marketing campaign. Great branding. Unfortunately, this fragrance just is super musky, and with musky fragrances, you always run in that risk of people not being able to smell it itself. Arab perfume lines. Yeah, I mean, Latafa, I believe that's our... what was the other one? I'm blanking on the name, but I usually could find it right here. Al Haramain. Yeah. Another great fragrance. Like, they're not going to be dupes, but they'll be pretty close and pretty strong. I like Ultramale. All right. So we're wrapping up at 2,000 viewers. So I want to say like a super, super high thank you for joining me on TikTok Live. If you haven't already checked out, everyone's favorite fragrance. Sorry. If you haven't already checked out, I have my fragrance website. The fragrance isn't live yet, but just so y'all know, it is going to be live over the next 30 to 45 days. The website, the content, the people on the email list will be the first to find out the details. So if you want to get the inside scoop, join the email list. No conditions, just you get to hear and you get to find out when that fragrance launch happens. Thank you so much, Brittany. I appreciate that. Katya, I appreciate you for saying you're excited about this fragrance launch. Um, it's taken a lot longer and been a lot more expensive than I anticipated, and so it's not going to be a huge profit deal, but it will be a passion project for me. So I'm hoping that I won't rush it and the fragrance is ready. It will be a vanilla-based fragrance that's going to combine a couple of different styles that I think is going to be a scent trendsetter, hopefully in the future. So more to come on that fragrance. So again, softyes.co. And I'll be speaking about the brand and the concept and the soft yes branding. So more to come on that. I want to say thank y'all and have a happy Thanksgiving if I don't jump on live again later tonight.